I have to finish the story.
We thought we knew where we were going, and then it all changed.
I am coming for you, Roman Reigns. But not at WrestleMania.
When Cody Rhodes told Roman Reigns that he wouldn't be facing him at WrestleMania 40, despite having a guaranteed spot to challenge him for the WWE Championship at the main event, everybody was pretty surprised when The Rock came out instead to take Cody's perceived spot at WrestleMania and even embraced, and it made it feel like someone was stabbing Cody in the stomach, depending on what meme you see on the internet. We'll get into it. It's Sportskeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin. What do you think of the shakeup with the main events of WrestleMania? Let us know in the comments below. Some are trying to say that this is reminiscent of something that happened 31 years ago in the main event when Bret Hart was cheated out of the WWE Championship by the villainous Yokozuna, only for the red and yellow Hulk Hogan to come out, who was earlier in the show but didn't have the main event, to somehow get a title shot and step in and get Hart's endorsement to finish the job. The live audience's response to The Rock and the online response has been two entirely different stories. Obviously, the live crowd in Birmingham was thrilled to see the WWE legend, and they smelled what he was cooking. The man's a certified Hall of Famer and recently just became, one of the biggest movie stars in the world. The response from fans online is a different picture from what many fans seem to feel, that Cody Rhodes, he got screwed circumstantially out of this whole thing. It's been a challenging week for WWE and Triple H, and apparently this is a move they felt they had to take. But that doesn't mean the public perception around it is the most positive. Ever since Triple H became the creative head of NXT, he has become a darling with many fans, and his status has only grown beyond his in-ring prowess as one of the greatest in-ring performers, but maybe one of the most influential creative minds in the business, directly responsible for a huge shift in WWE's quality dating back to Raw and SmackDown of 2022 when he returned after health challenges in his own life. But after the Royal Rumble on SmackDown, he's been getting a lot of heat. People want their fantasy booking. People feel like they've been teased something that they aren't getting at Mania. The post-Royal Rumble press conference was going to be a challenging one, considering the recent serious allegations against Vince McMahon, who was once again forced to resign, reportedly, from his executive role in WWE's TKO executive branch. This was not going to be easy, and people felt that Triple H's response to it in the press conference was unsatisfactory. Triple H tried to avoid the negatives, saying he wanted to focus on the positives, like the Royal Rumble itself and the recent $5 billion distribution deal with Netflix for WWE. But let's focus back on what's going on with WWE on camera on Raw and SmackDown, and that road, or lack of roads, if you will, going to the biggest match at WrestleMania. Obviously, Triple H has a direct hand on where things are going with these huge matchups at WrestleMania, and now he's getting a lot of negativity thrown his way on social media. Yeah, because of his decision to essentially have Cody Rhodes step out of what was perceived to be his path to once again chase Roman Reigns to the main event mountain of Mania. He didn't officially make his choice, but he told Romans clearly when he won the Royal Rumble, pointing at him in a skybox, that he intends to target the undisputed Universal Championship. But that won't happen.
His father, the American dream, looking down, has to be proud.
Cody Rhodes, speaking with Bleacher Report about the idea of The Rock being a part of WrestleMania plans, said, "I don't think he's the type that would come in and meddle with a story that's been told over the past 2 years. But things change between then and now. That's right, things change." Turns out The Rock was in fact the guy who was going to change those plans, reportedly. Now we get business is business. WWE is very much a for-profit business, and it's hard to pass up on making a big match across generations with Rock versus Roman Reigns. And they couldn't have made that change in a more aggressive and questionable way. Yeah, if you heard the way the internet responded on SmackDown, you'd understand. It also doesn't help the accusation that The Rock may have inserted himself into the spot immediately after becoming a member of the board on TKO. Yeah, it's a real problem that The Rock is one of the executives of the company. That's a problem? That's the part I don't understand in terms of people getting angry. Think about The Rock versus John Cena. At least The Rock had to appear the previous year to set the whole thing up. At WrestleMania 28, that's where the payoff was, and it led to that, and there were no titles involved. And maybe they don't even need a title. We understand that there is a lot changing here as a result of CM Punk's recent injury. We were supposed to get Punk versus Rollins. We had circumstances with Brock Lesnar being yanked out of this entire thing with the entire allegations. There's a lot of moving parts. Maybe The Rock stepping in is simply a response to all of those moving parts. For one, it makes the decision to have Cody Rhodes lose the title at WrestleMania 39 retrospectively look really bad. But did they know what was going to happen this year, last year? I don't know about that. A lot of people think that Cody Rhodes could have simply finished the story last year and set up Rock versus Roman for WrestleMania 40 without affecting anything else. Better yet, WWE could have easily done Roman versus Cody this year and had Cody win it in the main event and set up Rock versus Roman at the main event of WrestleMania 41. But is that something The Rock can do in a year's time? He's still a very, very busy guy outside of WWE. And now it looks like a somewhat convoluted circumstantial mess in the eyes of some. Not exactly us, but that's the perception out there, as WWE has a lot of extra work to pick up these pieces before the biggest show of the year. It leaves plenty of questions, and let's try to answer some of them. What was the point of Cody winning the Rumble and directly teasing a showdown once again with Roman? Yeah, what happened here? What was the point of building Cody back up for an entire year, clearly gearing towards some type of Roman Reigns rematch, only for it not to happen at Mania? It has to happen at Mania, right? It can't happen anywhere else. Yeah, those same fickle fans are saying that part. That's the part where I say WWE does have an out. We will get Cody versus Roman in a big rematch, but does it mean the same if it's not at WrestleMania? What's the sense that it would make to have Cody Rhodes go after the World Heavyweight Championship, something that he's avoided and has already set his destination on the title around Roman Reigns' waist? Yeah, it does feel like an aggressive turn away from what WWE's been building up to, and that perception is a very natural reaction from fans. Time will tell whether this turns out to be the right decision or not, but one can't help but feel history is repeating itself with a part-timer taking the place of a well-deserving full-timer. You've heard those fans use that word, part-timer, full-timer, right? Except this time, it's worse, because the full-timer has already won the Royal Rumble and just gave up his spot for no reason whatsoever. Is there no reason whatsoever? Yeah, it's all up for debate. For now, the immediate aftermath of it all feels like a complete waste in the eyes of some people. Are you one of those people? Let us know in the comments below. What could have been a generational, once-in-a-lifetime mega match between Roman Reigns and The Rock has been tainted as well by these circumstances. Does that match get to be as great as it should be for Rock and Roman because of, the whole situation around it? Seems kind of like a lose-lose to some. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.